What I want to see in Resident Evil Veronica. I want Claire to be the original Claire from Resident Evil 2 and Code Veronica. The design is very reminiscent of the current Capcom character designs, dark, toned down colors, and looking rough. I am not the number one fan of the Claire's outfit we've seen in the screenshots. First of all, the skin is giving me Maria from Silent Hill 2 Remake, dead, leather, rusty red jacket with a black top and black cargos. It just seems too obscure, no pun intended. We can see a very similar vision in Leon's and Chris's designs. Chris is wearing a black jacket and this look has something obscure about it. And Leon is wearing leather and black too. I wish Capcom allowed more freedom for the characters. The character model looks great, and what's interesting for me is the fact that, at first, I didn't think it was Resident Evil in the trailer. The textures looked more like a Fable or Crimson Desert game. I know Capcom updated the engine, but it could be a way of animating it. The cutscene with zombies at the end of the trailer has different rendering than the whole trailer. I guess we entered the choker zone. I really want this game to remain what it is at core, a very specific entry. Of course, the game's pacing and major backtracking need to be updated for the sake of enriching the experience, but the soul needs to stay. Code Veronica features many goofy parts like Alfred laugh or what Steve says. It has a very unique atmosphere when it comes to a Resident Evil title. It tries more, and that is why the game is so interesting to me. The music, the lines, the amazing palace, and the story we learn is very deep, emotional, and unforgettable. This is the true gem in gaming. The locations is another reason for why yours truly loves Veronica. Having traversed through a full-on Umbrella Europe HQ, Claire evades a helicopter minigun assault, takes care of a whole platoon of special tech security, and gets captured by a random Brazilian. That's so cinematic and I love it. We then wake up in a cell in the dark and don't miss that green herb in the corner, and the employee lets us out. You know, because everything is shit anyway. We pull out our beloved classic 1969 lighter and leave the unholy dominion. Oh, and don't forget the knife. It's on the table. After a truly horrifying cutscene with The Walking Dead, Claire makes it to the palace area. The atmosphere, the splendor, the carpet. Everything is something. We meet Alfred Ashford, the queen bee of this entry for me, and learn that there is something else happening we don't know yet. It turns out to be none other than Albert Wesker. He's here for Veronica. The atmosphere of this place, the journey to the manor, how unsettling the hall is with the doll, it's just giving me straight up haunting ground. If you don't know that game, shame on you. That is my top 5. The plot of Alfred losing his sanity because of departing, developing a delusion of Alexia, and ultimately forgetting about the original plan is a story that Resident Evil doesn't deserve. No offense. The island is amazing, and the game kinda goes downhill from arriving at Antarctica. I want a remake to allow what made the original so memorable, while elaborating on the new mechanics that Capcom is developing now, and maintaining the game's core. Let it not be another Requiem, no shade. What I don't like in Requiem is the fact that the game was being developed for 7 years, and even through 2 reboots, the game still lacks cohesion. This is the only RE title that feels hollow to me. There is just something missing. I truly hold high hope that Veronica will meet us with great story, pacing, and mechanics that serve the purpose. I think Wesker will be made the final boss, and the game is supposedly trying to lay ground for RE10. The Project Wesker is allegedly a part of the new game story. We may see what goes behind the scenes of the facilities we do so well know, but do we really? I hope that the zombies will work just the way they did in RE2. Slow, can't shoot guns, tactical. I want the environment to play a key role in enemy encounters. I want a hardcore difficulty that requires ink ribbons to save your progress, that is not broken by a completely different game progression mechanic that messes with your experience. I would really enjoy some puzzles. Making cards and turning wheels is cool, but I miss the goddess statue mechanic. I think the Ashfords is the key of Code Veronica. I want them to play a pivotal role, not just a side character that is standing next to Wesker. Alfred has such a great potential, and I don't want to see him get the Ramon treatment, aka barely being there for gameplay. Alfred is allegedly gonna turn into Nosferatu after having experimented on his father because of his broken psyche, trying to be like Alexia and maybe evolve, try to get closer to her. The palace itself is rumored to be much bigger, and I don't blame them. The architecture is stunning, and there's a reason the palace gate is the game's screen for this game contains explicit images, whatever. I really want to have that OMG experience with the new title. The last time I was satisfied with RE was 3 years ago. I enjoy all RE games apart from 5 and Requiem. I need that good game. Code Veronica is a fantastic entry. Not only does it evolve the mechanics of the classic RE titles, but it installs a new feeling, not yet RE4, but something original to its own. The game has memorable locations, the most iconic music in the franchise, and has a story that feels more human than digital. Please play Code Veronica before the remake releases. It will allow you to experience the story for what it is, and judge the new game on what it is, and not what it's not. Code Veronica is my favorite Resident Evil, and I really recommend it. It's a little harder than RE1, 2, and 3, but manageable. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very, very, very soon. Sebastian.